We have received a reference from your former employer, Prism Media Group. The reference states that while you showed general competence in the abilities required for your role, there were occasions where certain tasks you were assigned had to be completed by your colleagues. Your former employer stated that prior to you handing in your notice, they had scheduled a performance review to address these issues with you. While you were successful in the application for the advertisement role in our company, advertised role, the receipt of this reference had brought into question your suitability for the role. So this meeting will determine whether your employment will continue with our company. So what was your previous role at Prism Media Group?
I was an assistant producer.
Can you talk to us through your expertise and experiences you have relevant to this role?
So I basically just spent 3 years working with the production team, just sort of solving any problems on the production side that might arise, just in filming short videos for clients.
Please give examples where you have coordinated or managed a project as part of a team.
Well, there was this sort of live music performance where we all had to work in a team to film a multicam setup for that, so that was teamwork.
What motivates you?
Just film, really, just being able to be a part of that and make that really makes you want to keep going.
What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses?
I think for strengths it would probably be my ability to sort of work as part of a team and sort of know how to help other people with what it is that they need and be able to help, I don't know how to phrase it, like help watch, like listen to people's ideas and help turn that into something real. Weaknesses, it would probably be, sorry, I can't speak, it would probably be my sort of technical skills and editing skills. I'm not very good with computers.
That's alright. How would you demonstrate your abilities to engage a new client?
Just with my ideas and sort of pitching what I have planned for their brief, and also just with my portfolio of work, just to show them that I am capable of executing their ideas.
Yeah, great. What relevant digital software programs have you worked with? And please give us examples to show your knowledge of these programs.
I've worked quite a bit with Premiere Pro, doing a lot of sort of editing of the videos on that for the clients. And
yeah. Can you talk to us through your camera skills and any other relevant technical skills such as multi-studio camera setups?
I've done quite a bit of multicam, usually working as part of a group. I think I am quite good with cameras. Maybe not the sort of technical side and the buttons, but framing and shot types I am quite good at.
Yeah, great. Have you worked on a project where things have gone wrong, and how did you rectify the situation for a successful outcome?
I was working on a project where there was a lot of scheduling conflicts with the actors, and you could never seem to get the two people you needed on set at the same time. But after a while I did shuffle around the plans and the schedule and the shot list, and it all turned out well. We got what we needed.
How do you review your work to maintain the highest possible standard?
I do quite like to go back over my work and rewatch it and have other people double check it just to see if it is what I originally envisioned it being.
Yeah, that's fine. But how do you prioritise multiple deadlines, and how do you organise your workload?
I like to set sort of mini goals for myself. I'll have this done by this date and this done by this date, and it just to avoid it all sort of stacking up.
Have you ever been let down by someone that you trusted, and can you explain how you reacted to this?
Well, there have been points where I was in groups with people and I did expect them to be someone I could work with, but they weren't really carrying their own workload and they were letting a lot slide, and it was just difficult to work with them. I do think that is like a useful thing to sort of know which people you can and can't work with and how to sort of deal with people. It improves your people skills and your management.
Tell me about an incident where you were totally honest despite a potential risk or downside for yourself in the situation.
There was a client who I had a few years back, and the project they were asking wasn't something that my production company had the resources or facilities to really create for them. So instead of handing over a subpar piece of work, we told them that they would be better off finding someone else to produce for them.
What would you do if you were given credit for something a co-worker actually did?
Well, I think honesty is important, you know. People should be honest about the things that they have done. So yeah, I would give the credit to the co-worker.
How would you react if you were expected to work with someone that you didn't like?
There have been a lot of times where, you know, I've been assigned groups with people who I did not get on with, and, you know, it is just something you have to grin and bear. You know, no one can force you to like anybody, but, you know, the key is just you gotta get the job done, and, you know.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the people who didn't like you would say about you?
I can be a bit overbearing sometimes. I can be a bit neurotic sometimes, and I fully hold my hands up to that. You know, when small things go wrong, I do tend to flip out a little bit, but, you know.
So why did the colleagues in your previous employment have to complete tasks which you had been assigned?
Well, there were some jobs where there were some jobs where we were a bit behind on schedule, and I did have to delegate work to other people. Yeah.
That's fine. That's the end of the interview. Thank you. We will form a decision and let you know by close of day today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.